Hi, this lesson is about the ing form or gerund in Spanish. Hola, esta lección es sobre la forma ing o gerundio en español. Hi, welcome again to Spanish for London. I am Laura, and in this series of GCSE Spanish, how to get better marks, I will teach you today how to translate properly the ing form into Spanish. As you can see, I split the board into two different colors, the blue part and the black part, because the cases are different. Let's see first what I wrote in blue. When I say I am talking, or you are learning, or she is writing, I translate in Spanish as yo estoy hablando, I am talking, tú estás aprendiendo, you are learning, ella está escribiendo, she is writing, or another example, we are reading, nosotros estamos leyendo. So as you can see, for the continuous tenses, for example, the present continuous in this case, the ing is translated with the correlative form, which in Spanish is hablando, talking, aprendiendo, learning, escribiendo, writing, leyendo, reading. So the ing, the ending, is in Spanish ando for verbs ending in ar, yendo for verbs ending in er or ir, and yendo for some irregular cases, which of course I will explain in depth in our lesson about the present continuous. But the thing is that in the continuous tenses you don't have any problem because this is a parallel structure. So ing, ando, yendo, yendo. No problem at all. What happens now in the black part? Here we have something different. In English, we can use the ing as an adjective. We can say reading materials, relaxing music, running water. In these cases, words like reading, relaxing are working as adjectives, are adjectives. Even though here are working as parts of the verb, here are working as adjectives. So it's very common and it's absolutely correct to use the ing as an adjective in English, but never in Spanish. In Spanish, you have to do something different, something else. For example, reading materials is translated as materiales de lectura. You cannot say materiales leyendo. It doesn't make any sense. Or relaxing music es música relajante. You cannot say música relajando. It doesn't make any sense. Notice that not always, but in many cases, the adjective ending in ing in English ends with ante or ente in Spanish. For example, interesting, interesante, surprising, sorprendente, worrying, preocupante. Okay, so now you have the two cases, and now I will give you a couple of seconds to decide how to translate these two very brief expressions. You have a boy and you have a smiling boy here, or he's smiling. In both cases you have smiling. How do you translate this into Spanish? Take your time, pause the video, and I will give you the answer when you are ready. Okay, a smiling boy. This is an adjective. So I say un niño sonriente. Remember that sonreír is to smile, and remember what I said about adjectives ending in ing. Most of the time in Spanish they end with ante or ente. So sonriente, a smiling boy. You cannot say un niño sonriendo. Un niño sonriendo will be, for example, when you say a boy is smiling, un niño está sonriendo, which is this case. He is smiling, which is this case, the present continuous. What is he doing right now? Okay, él está sonriendo. And in this case, you have to put the form ending with ando, yendo, or yendo. Now, let's see more cases. In English, we also use the ing as a noun. Let's see one example. When we say reading is a good habit, reading here is working as a noun. But in Spanish, to say this, I have to say leer es un buen hábito. So as you can see, here the ing is translated with the infinitive form ending with r, er, or ir according to the verb that you are using. So you cannot say leyendo here. You have to say leer es un buen hábito. Remember, in Spanish, we never use the ando, yendo form as a noun. This is always a verbal form. So, reading is a good habit. Leer, not leyendo, es un buen hábito. Or, I like running in the park. Okay? Me gusta correr en el parque. So when you say I like or I don't like something and this something is referred with a verb, you have to put the infinitive form. Me gusta nadar, pero no me gusta caminar. Me gusta comer paella, pero no me gusta beber limonada, etc. Another frequent use in English is after prepositions, where we put the ing because it's mandatory. So I say, for example, after reading, I went to bed. When I want to say this in Spanish, I will write it here. I say, después de leer, me fui a la cama. I went to bed. And notice that the after reading is here después de leer. So again, after prepositions, we always put an infinitive ending with r, er, or ir. So, ing will be r, er, ir. The ending will be r, er, ir instead of ando, yendo, yendo, when the ing is working as a noun or it's located after a preposition. Okay, now let's see the rules in a nutshell. Let's see the same word, reading. Reading, reading again. Okay, you have a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes, take your time, pause the video and translate these three phrases for me, please. Do it now. Okay, let's see the answers. Number one, my reading materials. You know this is an adjective, so you cannot put leyendo. You say mis materiales, in this case, de lectura. But in most cases, remember, it will be, or it could be something ending with ante, ente for an adjective. Number two, I am reading. This is a continuous tense, the present continuous. What I am doing now, yo estoy leyendo. In this case, you translate with the ando, yendo, yendo form, which is called gerundio, the gerund. And number three, after reading, I went to bed. In this case, you have the preposition and then the ing, you have to put the infinitive ending with r, er, ir. So, después de leer, me fui a la cama, which is precisely this example. So, do you see? This is the problem with the ing. As you can see here, reading could be de lectura, leyendo, or leer. It depends, but if you know the rules, it's, how do we say easy peasy? Pan comido, and you know this. Okay. Now, subscribe if you want to receive a gift from Spanish for London, which is a video about 10 common mistakes made by students. And remember to spread the word if this was useful for you, to help more students like you. And also remember that we are launching soon a course about verbal tenses to teach you every single tense in depth, and to give you all the elements that you need to succeed with your written and oral assignments using one tense, two tenses, three tenses, and talking about the particular topics that you have to face at school. Okay, see you next time. Nos vemos la próxima clase. Bye bye, adiós.